Hello, I'm in Los Angeles, California, out front of Union Station. In just a little while, I'm going to start leg 7 of my Great American Rail journey. I'm leaving here in Los Angeles, getting on Amtrak Southwest Chief to Chicago, Illinois. I'll be making a little stop in Albuquerque, New Mexico, but that's going to be a totally different video. So join me on this little trip across the country from Los Angeles, California to Chicago, Illinois on Amtrak Southwest Chief. I'm heading into the Los Angeles Union Station to take the Southwest Chief. I've already got my bag checked, I just have to go in and get my seat number. I really like to get a window seat, even though I don't stay in my seat very often because it is an overnight train and I am sleeping in coach. So it helps to have a seat against the window to kind of lean up against the window with the pillow. So let's hope that happens. Let's go in and get the seat, come on. The Southwest Chief left Los Angeles and traveled east through California, crossing into Arizona overnight, and arriving in Albuquerque, New Mexico around noon the next day. I got my seat assignment, seat 3 in coach 12. Seat 3 is a window seat right in the front row. I love having the window seat on these overnight trips in coach because, granted, it's just not very comfortable, but at least if you have the window seat, you can lean your head up against the wall and that kind of stuff, so it does help. Got my grilled chicken bowl. Now I'm headed out to track 10 to board the Southwest Chief. Up on the platform, headed toward the entrance for coach. I know I'm in car 12, seat 3, and there's no line for car 12. I see it back there, so that's nice. There's the lounge car, my favorite spot. I hope to put my stuff down and go straight to the lounge car. Hopefully. I just got on the train, got to my seat, put my bag up top, and now I came here to my favorite place on the train, the lounge car. I got a table right back here, and I'm gonna eat dinner and enjoy the views from the lounge car and get ready to get this train started on the Southwest Chief. We had an on-time departure leaving Los Angeles and made our way east toward the Inland Empire. Off the train in Barstow, California for the fresh air stop. And man, does it feel good out here. It's warm, but there's a strong breeze blowing and it feels great. This is my last stop in California on this journey. The next time I get off the train, it'll either be in Arizona or New Mexico. I'm not sure which one. So I've actually had a lot of fun here in California. But anyhow, this is it. Great to get out and stretch the legs one more time before going to bed tonight. This will probably be the last video for tonight. So I guess I'll see you in the morning. Good morning from Flagstaff, Arizona. This is a fresh air stop. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. It's nice and cool and crisp out here. Feels great. Arizona actually is state number 9 on my journey. I came through Arizona when I was on the Sunset Limited on leg 2 of the trip, but we never stopped, or at least I didn't get off the train. So anyhow, this is my first stop in Arizona. Humphreys Peak is right back that way, but it feels great out here. Gosh, looks like they're loading quite a few people here in Flagstaff. Several got off, but there's a whole lot more actually getting on. Doesn't really matter to me. I'm hanging out in the lounge car. Anyways, gosh, it feels good. It smells so great out here. It's got that pine smell. You know, we're at that high altitude here in Flagstaff, not too terribly far from the Grand Canyon. I actually had a decent night's sleep last night. Hard to say that when you're in coach on the train, but I did. Looks like they're about to call the all aboard, so time to head back on. At 12,633 feet tall, Humphreys Peak is the highest point in Arizona and sits just north of the city of Flagstaff. Myself, along with everyone else in the lounge car, enjoyed a beautiful Arizona sunrise. Fresh air stop number 2 of the day, Gallup, New Mexico. This is actually my last fresh air stop of the day because the next fresh air stop is in Albuquerque, and that's where I'm getting off. The funny part about this fresh air break for me is when I get to Albuquerque, I'm actually renting a car and driving back to Gallup, where I'm at right now, to start my, I want to say it's 6 days, driving around New Mexico, Arizona, a little bit of Utah, and Colorado. So anyhow, I'm going to be swinging back through here, but it worked out better for me to rent the car in Albuquerque because I'm dropping it off in Albuquerque, and I got a much better rate that way. Plus I get to ride the entire route of the Southwest Chief, and I wouldn't miss out on that little gap between Gallup and Albuquerque. So anyhow, great to get out and stretch my legs. I think it's been raining here. Looks a little overcast. Oh, that's a cool looking building. Again, like in all my stops, I like to get out and walk as much as I can, but try not to drift too far away from the train. There's my bag.
Hey, over here real quick. You guys have big bags that you will not be bringing upstairs. Bring it to the last car. You're supposed to be
off the train in Albuquerque, New Mexico. This is where my trip on the Southwest Chief kind of splits in half, because from here I'm renting a car and I'm going to spend the next 6 days exploring around the area. Just outside of the Amtrak station here in Albuquerque, picked up my check bag. Now I'm waiting on my Lyft driver to get here to take me to the rental car place to get my rental car, and that's where I'll start my car journey. I've got 1-night hotel in Gallup, and then 4 nights camping at different places, and then 1 more night here in Albuquerque at an Airbnb, and then I get back on the Southwest Chief to head to Chicago. I'm just leaving the El Malpais Visitor Center, and now I'm going to get in my car and do the scenic drive. I'd like to get out and maybe do a short little hike, but we'll see. The weather's not looking too great. It's really windy here, so I don't even know if you're going to be able to hear this on the video. Hopefully so. All right, let's get in the car and get on that scenic drive.
He's right, and my baby, she's been crying at the thought of me dying. She knows there's no stopping. Waiting out the days of
I'm at the Calderon area at El Malpais, and I'm going to walk out a little way. One of the park rangers back at the visitor center was telling me about a cave or something, so I'm going to check that out. My car is literally the only one there. There's someone else parked over by the restroom, but that's it. We've had a rain come through. It's actually raining a little bit now, but not too bad. It's just a short little, it's called the Junction Cave. We'll go out there and see what it looks like. It smells so good out here. The pine is so strong, and it just has this fresh smell. I've smelt the, you know, when I've been to the Grand Canyon or maybe Bryce Canyon, it just has this great smell. So any of you who are watching this, who's been to those places, you'll know what I'm talking about. Just this great pine, real strong smell. Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay, this is cool. Because this cave goes all the way through to the other side. I just have to be really careful where I step. Oh, I don't know if I dare do this. Oh my gosh. Wow. It goes all the way through. It's probably about 40 yards long. I just don't know if I really want to, I don't think I care to do that. It is eerily quiet in here. The sound is on, but listen how quiet. Wow. Then if I turn it around, this is what it looks like that way. I'll go ahead and walk out of here. Yeah, I would like to go all the way through, but being that I'm by myself, there's no one else here, I just don't know how comfortable I feel doing that. Yeah, that's amazing. That's really cool. I'm gonna go find the other side over there. So here's the other end of the cave. I guess this is how you get down there. Yeah, you can see where it's clearly marked. I'm just not real comfortable going through there. I could easily break an ankle or something like that. And let's face it, I don't have the best knees as it is. Man, I really want to go through that cave. But I'm the only one out here. I mean, there's no human beings around anywhere. And I just don't feel comfortable doing that. Gosh, I would love to do that though. If I didn't have such bad knees and afraid of breaking an ankle and the weather doesn't look great so it could rain, I just don't feel comfortable. But gosh, I would love to. Man, it smells good. What a great little side trip. So I guess I'm gonna get back in the car and go check out the next place. It's called El Morro. So let's go there. Come on. You know what I would love to do? And if this wasn't national park land, I would definitely do it. But because it's on national park land, I can't. It's illegal. I would love to get my drone out and fly my drone through the cave to the other side. I would love to do that. But because it's a national park, I can't do it. So, oh well. Yeah, you can see what I'm talking about. The parking lot's empty. There's my rental car. And that's it. Nothing else out here. Let's get back on the main road and head to El Morro. I'm standing outside of El Morro National Monument. The sign's here, and I'm getting ready to go in towards the visitor center. I'm headed into the El Morro National Monument Visitor Center, And just like the previous place I was at, it smells so good here. The pine smell is just so strong. The moment I got out of the car, it just hit me. So cool. The park closes in about 45 minutes, so all the trails are closed, but the ranger was nice enough to let me do the Inscription Loop Trail, which is real short. Normally they don't do that, but he said it'd be okay as long as I'm back by 4:45. I told him that won't be a problem. So yay, glad to get out and walk a little bit. Gosh, it smells so good in here. Mercy. Yeah, this place is great. I'm glad the ranger opened up the trail for me to let me do this. There was another family that came in after me, and they got to do the same thing, but we had to promise to be back by 4:45, and for me, that's definitely not a problem at all. I walk fast. Wow, this is fantastic. Look how beautiful. And the video probably doesn't show this, but this is huge. I mean, this is not just like a 10 or 12 foot rock. I mean, this is huge. That would be amazing if there's actually water falling from that right now. So cool. Here's the pool area. And there is water there, but definitely none coming down. Apparently the reason this is called the Inscription Trail is because the pioneers from back in the 1800s would come through here and they would see this massive rock, and it was a landmark, and they would come through and they would write their names or scratch their names in the rock. And I see some right here. So cool. Oh my. 1859, 1890. Goodness, there's a whole bunch through here. Oh, look at that cave up there. El Morro, what a great stop this was. Got a little hike in, watched the park video, went through the museum. That was a lot of fun. So now, gonna get back on the road and head to Gallup, where I'm spending the night. I'm in historic downtown Gallup, New Mexico, right on Route 66. I've checked into my hotel, and right now I'm just walking around downtown because I thought it'd be kind of cool to walk along Route 66. So why not? There is a little something going on here in Gallup this evening. Looks like they're having the Relay for Life event. I always like to see when things like this take place in town. I'll probably just walk through. This is indeed the Relay for Life event, and they've got different vendors going around. So I got a chili cheese dog, not much different than what we have back home, but this next thing is different. This is nachos, and they call this Christmas nachos because it's green and red chili. And I've never had it before. She actually gave me a sample of each, and they were both really good. The green's pretty hot, so this is exciting. Let's try these green and red nachos. Oh, it's got cheese on it too. The red's not very hot. The green, on the other hand, the green is pretty warm. Really good.
beautiful city, Gallup, New Mexico.
This is exactly what I was looking for. The Welcome to Gallup Route 66 sign. Good morning. I've checked out of my hotel in Gallup, New Mexico a little while ago, and I've been driving for a little over an hour, and now I'm here in Arizona, and my first stop of the day is right here at the Hubbell Trading Post National Historic Site. Let's go check it out. I'm inside of Hubbell Trading Post, and it's got several different buildings, and I believe that's the Hubbell House right over there. And then the hill over there, it's called Hubbell Hill. I saw that in the visitor center. So I'm just gonna look around for just a bit and see what I can find, and then I'm gonna move on to my next spot. Next stop on this road trip, Canyon de Chelly National Monument.
For not only like trading, but also for like ceremonial. So these ones, they also have a purpose for ceremony. So some Navajos, in some Navajo ceremonies, this is a requirement to have a clay vessel to produce an accurate ceremony.
Well, I learned something new while in the visitor center. The name is correctly said Canyon de Chelly. Canyon de Chelly. I want to make sure I have it on there correctly. I know earlier I said it the wrong way, so let's fix that. Canyon de Chelly. Had to break out the sun hat. The sun's a little strong today. I'm walking out at the Spider Rock Overlook Trail at Canyon de Chelly. There, I got it right that time. Oh man, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I wish I was here later in the day because the sun would be phenomenal, but right now this is spectacular. Wait till I turn this camera around for you to see this. Wow. Look at that. Oh my goodness, this is just so beautiful. It was a long drive out here from the visitor center. It was about a 25-minute drive on a little 2-lane road. But this right here, this is all worth it. Wow. Man, this is great. There's nobody here. I was literally the only car in the parking lot. Wow. Just because it's not a big name national park does not mean that it's not spectacular, because this is gorgeous. Look at this viewpoint. As much as I really don't want to leave this, because this is amazing, I got to move on. Got more things to see. So let's go do it. I have arrived at Monument Valley.
Right.
This is so cool because the area I'm at now is called John Wayne Point. And of course, I love John Wayne. He's like my all-time favorite actor. So very cool. I know when I came to Monument Valley, it just reminded me of one of my all-time favorite movies, The Searchers. And so this area is called John Wayne Point.
Yes.
Made it to Monument Valley, and I'm going to attempt the scenic loop. I don't have a 4x4, but I'm going to try it anyways because I really want to get out to that John Ford Point. Monument Valley is absolutely amazing, but this road that goes around down in the bottom of the valley is really rough. So I'd highly recommend, if you do this, make sure you have a four-wheel drive. All right, I found John Ford Point, and I'm walking out here because this is where they do the picture with the horse. This is the main thing that I wanted to do when I came here to Monument Valley, so I can't tell you how excited I am about this. Yes. Hey, Spirit. Hey, Spirit. Hey, buddy.
They were down there.
So right now I'm on Spirit. He's right here, and we've got Monument Valley back behind us. I'm at John Ford Point. This is the #1 thing I wanted to do while here. So I think it's time for me to get off of Spirit.
What makes a man to wander? What makes a man to roam? What makes a man leave bed and home and turn his back on home?
This was so cool out here at John Ford Point on Spirit. What a beautiful horse. And the owner of Spirit, he was a super nice guy. And wow, just awesome, awesome. I'm stoked right now. What a stunning view back here behind me. Goodness gracious, doesn't get any better than that. So this point is named after John Ford, who directed many, many Westerns. A lot of them with John Wayne, and I absolutely love John Wayne. And one of my all-time favorite movies, not just favorite Westerns, but favorite movies ever, is The Searchers. And of course it was a John Wayne movie, and John Ford directed it. And a lot of that movie, or part of the movie, took place right here in Monument Valley. And so, you know, being here at John Ford's Point, holy cow, dream come true for me. There's just so many great places to have amazing viewpoints. They don't let you go hike out in there. I think you have to have some kind of special permit to do that, but these viewpoints are just fantastic. Goodness gracious. I'm at Forest Gump Viewpoint here at Monument Valley. We're not actually in Monument Valley. It's back there in the distance, but it's called the Forest Gump Viewpoint because this is where Forrest Gump was doing that long run that he did. He was running up the hill, and I believe this is where he stopped and said he was tired of running. But anyhow, great view. I got some from the middle of the road a little while ago. I don't know how it's gonna look. Somebody took it for me, so we'll just see. But anyhow, it's a great view from up here, and then there's what it looks like. This is a great viewpoint. It would actually look better in the evening, I think, or early morning if the sun is coming up. Right now it's middle of the day, so it makes it rough, but it's also really difficult now because it's extremely crowded. Take a look.
Does he just run along the side? Then...
Yeah, that's fine.
I should say extremely crowded for rural Utah standards. Not big city standards, but yeah, lots of people. I'm at the Four Corners Monument, and right behind me is the only place in the United States where 4 states meet each other.
In Utah. I know, how'd I know?
I started my day off in New Mexico, and then I spent most of my day here in Arizona. For a brief moment, I was in Utah, and now I'm going to be spending the night in Colorado. So really cool to be in all 4 states. All 4 states at the same time. And I think here at the Four Corners is a perfect place for me to end this video. I hope you've enjoyed this first half of my trip on the Southwest Chief. Of course, I got off in Albuquerque and then explored some New Mexico yesterday. And then today I was mainly in Arizona all day long. And of course, right now, I just finished up the day in all 4 states. So if you like this video, please click the like button and please consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this. The next video is going to be in Colorado, where I'm going to explore Mesa Verde National Park and ride another train, not an Amtrak one this time. This time I'm going to be riding the Silverton and Durango Scenic Railroad. So make sure to be on the lookout for the next video. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.